Okay, I took one of these stones and a whole bunch of evapor rust, and I cleaned up my set of dual bandsaw guides. So I've learned a couple of things just by cleaning them up and looking at their markings and just kind of watching how they wear. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes, but some of these are double-sided. So some of these I actually have double-sided. So I'm missing one. So I'm on the lookout for a 1/16th, 3/32 one. So if you have one sitting around, I'll pay for the shipping and all that. So what I did was I just gave them a little polish, and then when I'm done here, I'll just give them a quick shot of WD-40 to get rid of some of the water. So there's a couple of things. So when they mark them, they actually mark them as being A or B. So if you read the manual, what you'll see is there's two different styles. There's a A, which is like the left, and then there's a B, which is the right side. And what you want to do is you want to start with the A's and then go to the B's. And some of these, like, there's some schmoo still in there because I can't really get it off, but I was able to sharpen every end, get rid of any burrs, anything of that sort. So that's 1/16th, 3/32. This is 3/16, 1/8. So like that one's not so good. So give it. And they actually mentioned putting these on a surface grinder and cleaning it up. You can see some that edge is rounded. So I'm sure I could sit here with a little gauge block and sand away all of that, but for the sake of what I'm doing, whatever. So I've kind of standardized on two sizes that I'm really, really going to use. So this is a full set of 3/16, 1/8, and so if you look here, you see B, AA. So the B's are, one side and the A's are the other side. But so that's a complete set. You can see that this was drilled. It's not like somebody cut it that on a mill, or nobody really cared too much about it. So I've standardized on two sizes. I'm going to use a 1/4-inch blade for probably 90% of the small stuff that I do. These are ABs, so these ones are different because they're 1/4-inch on both sides, and they've got a 1/4-inch grind on both sides, and you can see, just how much that's actually been used. So there's a lot of life left in this because this is carbide, and there's lots of life left on that. These are 1/4-inch, but they also have a 5/16. So you can see that what they did was they just cut a relief, and that one's just worn down to pretty close to just a nub. So that 1/4-inch side is kind of useless, and then the 5/16 was probably rarely used. Then you get into the 1/2 inch. So these are 1/2 inch, 3/8, and that's a set, and there's probably an A and a B, and then there's another A, and there's probably another B. This B here, you can see somebody ground a little bit of a relief into it as well, and that doesn't exist on any of the other ones. So I'd take a spare one of those if I could find it, but or it looks like, I don't know, I have to put that on the surface plate to kind of see and compare those from one to another. But you can see really how much they get worn down. Like it's just constantly friction fit. There's the 1/2 inch. And these ones I may regrind because they're pretty close to, they're groovy. So So I might put those in a bit of a, you know, a rotation or something. But so I grabbed, of course, because I'm a little crazy. They're sitting in a tub of Evapo-Rust. Now I got to get them out and get my hand all dirty. So I grabbed a second set of these guides. So reading through the manual, what they do say is you should be able to pop these off with 2 screws, right? So there's 2, you know, set screws that are associated with this. I've cleaned all those up, got those all clean. And those screws allow you to keep 2 sets of blade guides ready to go. So my goal would be to put a set of 1/2 inch, right? So I'll put I've got new bearings coming for this. So I'll set up one as a set of 1/2 inch, and then I'll set up another set as 1/4 inch. And then I'll just swap these out instead of, you know, doing that dance of swapping out all of the guides. Anyway, learned a lot just by cleaning.